We doing this? Faith in the Bible is faith in a lie. Where do the books come from? The books of the Bible. Who really wrote them? How old are they? How many times were they shuffled? Where do they really come from? Do you read in cuneiform? I do. Are you familiar with Arbitel? Are you familiar with sorcery in 1638 in universities? What it really was? Do you know it was called chem in Egypt? For chemistry used to be a religion. Scientism was a religion of God. But see, in the very messed up day and age that we live in, the people who beat the Bible, the crazy ones, the 501c3, they think they know everything because somebody stood up in a pulpit and read to them from a book. I'm trying to be as sincere as I can because the books of the Bible, just like everything else that we have and all the little scraps of paper from antiquity, like bubblegum wrappers, we were not there. We can't verify the authors. How convenient. And in the same way that they stand up in the pulpit and they tell them, this is the only book, it is the only way. Well, honey, that's what they do in universities. And I see you got Snorri Snurlson's Triquetra, or Triskelion rather, up there too. That's pretty incredible to be that vicious against books that the Norse knew about too, not only by mythos, but by actual syllabary. Ooh. That has to do with trade routes and people, humans, exchanging information with the druids, the bards, and the ovates, which I'm sure you know all about. So whatever religion it is that you are or you're not, and I hope you're not religious because it kind of boxes you in, but I will say this. Whatever book from antiquity that you find inspiration in which you can love your fellow human with decency, respect, and encouragement, and kindness in action, because work is love made visible. That would be that would be Kahil Gibran. Then that's what I would be looking towards. Be very mindful when you judge people. This is a dualistic realm, or if you don't believe that, you could say that this is a realm that has a boomerang effect for that elasticity of our electrodynamic flux density of magnetism. Because your heart's still beating, I hope. Can't be mean about it because, I don't know if this is, I don't know why you sent me over here to know more news. They look pretty decent. Hang on. Let me take a few more looks at what you got for articles. Oh no. Zionists, huh? Tell me what you know about Albert Pike, and tell me what you know about the earlier Crusades, and tell me what you know about the workings of Babylon, Madame Blavatsky, and Rudolf Steiner. Because you're talking Zionists, and that's kind of retarded, given who actually runs a lot of the mafia systems that commit all these crimes that you're ascribing underneath the symbol of as above, so below. It's Chem again. Yipto, and you think it's Jewish. That's adorable. Tell me what you know about the Khazarians, where they're really from and what they're called. I'll bet you believe that the Phoenicians came first because of that Hebrew script, huh? No, in our cuneiform and not even in the Smithsonian, although you can find it in several libraries. The Phoenicians didn't come first. Have you ever seen Etruscan before? Or the derivatives of Elder Fulthark with the Ohm script and how they correlate? Oh, then you'll find some more crossover with what you've been told, courtesy of this type of propagandizing. Fear and anger, kind of that Masonic style, make sure the Islamic people and the Christian people take each other out. That symbol, that what you call the Jewish symbol, the Star of David, it's chemistry. Again. That's your scientism. It's your precious little religion and faith in things like mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. Do you believe in your liver? So what we do is we weaponize religions and then we make them fight each other for land and property. Who the hell is we? ignorant people who would prefer propagandizing with fear and warfare than educating people and telling them the truth about literature through antiquity, languages, and the way the Hittites and other creatures and the Amorites were actually created, or what the Cathars were really up to with their problems with human augmentation. But the Anubis-headed statues and all the rest of them with Sekhmet and, oh word, there's the hippopotamus one, and then there's the crocodile one. Yeah, that was all just theoretical with all those different temples up and down the Nile. No different than they did in Babylon and Sumer and the city of Ur, too. Yeah, and this is without getting into the Indus River Valley and all the Chinese mythos. Yeah. So if I were you with your No More News, I would start learning more about what these symbols really are, how far back they authentically go, and the fact that all they're really looking for is for people to be this ignorant and keep fighting each other over books of antiquity that nobody can authentically prove in the here and now topical today. We use carbon dating. Did you know? Whose database or library and data acquisition did you use to verify? Smithsonian and other universities, they're kind of cheeky about what they let get out of that there British museum. Should see how bitchy they are in Cairo. You people. You would think by now you could get over yourselves. Nope. Okay. Well, I don't believe in your Zionist Jewish warfare fighting amongst each other. I don't believe in blaming one religion. Although I did say to juxtaposition, I'm like, hey, why do you think that 100% it's all Jewish owned, etc.? Interesting answer on that one. I was just asking questions. They claim they're Jewish. Oh, are you now? How old are you really? How much life extension technology have you been busy playing with, and for how long? How many bodies have you been jumping in and out of? It's so funny. Low Earth orbit satellites and all these underground computer systems with bioplasmonic chipsets and a real firmament, and if you get above it, you are a being made of light. This is your body. You have a soul. But if you stay down here in hate, anger, and low vibration, you melt back down into the elements your body is comprised of before the spark of life was breathed into you, including the way they did it according to, let's see, Thoth. And they animated statues using herbs and resins and metals, materials, elements. Told you, biochemistry. Keep it coming. Mark 5:36, amen.